Hi, everyone. You're so welcome. Thank you for this opportunity to have. Okay. Hey. Big Rooster is here, everyone. You're welcome. Thank you for the opportunity for another hyperton. This one, the first in 2023. And you are also pumped, also ready, always ready for action. Hey, Big Rooster, congratulations on your milestones. 1,500K. Now you started a podcast. You are doing a lot of things. You are going places. We are very proud of you and thank you for your leadership. Hey, Andy, welcome. Thank you so much for all you do. Today we have a hyperton. It's a live program we've been running. We are going to run 24 hours since midnight yesterday. Everybody has a 1 hour slot. And so we are going to, now it's my turn. And I thank you all for coming. Thanks for hitting that like button as you come in. Kenyatta's Journey, My Renaissance Grandma, Crafty Leo, J3, Big Rooster, all the people, amazing people in the community. I am so blessed to have you. Hi, Buji Prepe, Ola Wapa, Mui Buendia. Thank you. You all are so wonderful. Thank you for the people who have kept this hyperton going. It's been wonderful. It's been really amazing. And I'm really always so honored and blessed to have all of you. And there's no better way to start the year than to start in good community, in good company, community of achievers, people whose main objective is to build each other. So I'm always so blessed. I count it as a blessing for belonging to this community and for knowing you all and for learning and journeying this part of my life with you all. It's always a pleasure. I'm so grateful for you all. Hi, welcome in Jane Doe. I am really blessed to have you. Jane, please, I can't find your channel. If you come to my channel and leave a comment, I will find you. Thank you very much, everybody who is coming in today. We are going to really focus on becoming our greatest assignment. Hey, Queen on Bias, you welcome. I am always so blessed to have the opportunity to share with you and to just grow together with you in this our amazing community. Hi, JD Forever, you are welcome. We are going to give people a few minutes to come and then we can start. Oh, okay, Jane. Thank you very much. But you have to start a channel. You are such an amazing supporter. You can just start a channel, even if you don't have content. We will start subscribing, and by the time you want to start putting in content, you will have a whole lot of subscribers. That's also a good strategy that can help you when you start your journey. Hi, Ruthie. You're welcome. Psalm 146, Home and Garden. Welcome. I just want us to wait for what 2 or 3 more minutes and then we can start so that people can round up from love at first sight and then we can start. It's always a pleasure to have all of you. It's always an honor to share this space with you and to share my experience and my journey. Hi, you new, you're welcome. Triple threat, you're welcome. Everybody, welcome in. I just said we should give a little time and then we can start so that people can come over from love at first sight. They had a very beautiful show sharing their journey and all the experiences. Hi, Nikki, Triple Threat, everyone who is coming in. Swoop like me. Yes, you always on the move, and I really enjoy your vibes. It's always an honor to have all of you. I am doing fine. I hope you are too. And so we are really honored to have everybody sharing today. Yes, Jane. Okay, if that's the way you want it, that's fine for now. But like they say, you hang at the barber shop and then you end up having a haircut. So when you continue being with content creators, I think at the end of the day, you are going to become one. You're welcome, Blue Lotus Vibes. I'm grateful for everybody who has made this live-a-thon possible. And I am really blessed. It's always an honor to share with you. Hi, Miss Patty, you're welcome. I think we can start now. We have a handful of amazing people already in the chat. And so, without further waiting, we can start while waiting for the other people to join us. And when I was thinking about today's topic, I thought that if I shared on the importance to focus on becoming, it can help people, it can help one or two people to know how to pick or to start the new year. And most especially, I am so passionate about focusing on becoming because when once I started focusing on becoming, it made life more clear for me. The path was more clear, and I could really like focus on things that were building me up. And once you focus on things that are building you up, you are a good person to interact with other people because you have built yourself up, and then now you can know one or two ways to better relate with people. And so when I discovered the importance of becoming, just striving every new day to be a better person than I was the day before, I also quickly understood that if you want things to work out for you, you have to start by working on yourself. If you want things to work for you, you have to start by working on yourself. And also, if you will change from inside, everything will change for you because success is something you achieve by becoming an attractive person. And so, what is the importance of changing from inside? Because most often we think that we can change people. Meanwhile, our job is to change us, to focus on us, to focus on becoming, and make our lives something useful. You're so welcome, Miss Patty. Thank you very much. Good morning, Shifting. Mona, you welcome. I want to acknowledge everybody who is coming in now, and I want to thank you all for taking the time off on a Saturday morning to come hang out with us, with everyone in the live-a-thon. You could have been doing something else, but you decided to hang out with us because we belong to a community, a selfless, awesome community whose focus is just to build each other up. And that's why I'm always so proud to belong. I'm always so happy that I found this community. I really thank God that I found this community. Yes, Queen, you have to change yourself first. Focus on you because that's the most easy person you can work with. The easiest person you can work with is you. And that's why they say if you want things to work out for you, you have to start by working on yourself. And once you work on yourself, you change from inside and you become a beautiful person, and success attracts is attracted to beautiful things. And what do I do most of the time when I want to do anything? When I find myself in front of any opportunity, I always ask myself, is this helping me to become the person that I want to be? Because every time we are going to be faced with a lot of things, a lot of questions, and so we have to always find the answer. And the answer, when you put the answer on you, it is not being selfish. It is just being focused and being clear on the path that you are taking. And so when you want to do something new, or when you find yourself with a new opportunity, always ask yourself, if I indulge in this thing, is it going to help me to become the person that I want to be? And so to to be a person who is becoming, it means you understand that you are your own competition, that every new day for you is a new opportunity to be a better person than you were the day before. And then you are working on yourself to become the best you are able to be. Okay, Ruthie, anytime. Thank you for your support. And so when you keep the idea of you becoming, because I realized that New Year resolutions were not working for me a long time ago. And that's how I started doing a becoming to be list. I don't have a to do list, I have a to be list, and that helps me to find a way to become better. So my to be list is to help me become a better person than I was. Every new day, I want to become a better person than I was before. And I will come again for those who are just coming in. They say, if you want things to work out for you, you have to start by working on yourself. And how do you start by working on yourself? You just take responsibility for your life. Because most often, like before when I was growing up, I used to think that I was other people's responsibilities. I didn't really clearly understand that I was my own responsibility and that I was responsible for anything that I will become. And that's why when immediately I understood that I was my own responsibility, I knew that I had to take back my life and really take intentional action. I had to make informed choices. Sometimes the choices did not work. A lot of times I failed, but I did not remain on the ground. I found a way of getting up and of continuing. And that's why when my coach asked me, what is your one word that defines you? I said, the one word that defines me is resilience. Because I realized that when I look back in my journey, most often when I am challenged, that is when I am at my best, because I dig deep and often I find answers. Because why? Because the answers are always within us. And that's why taking responsibility is very important for you to become what you want to be. So if you are focused on becoming, you have to take responsibility of your life. Nobody is going to do it for you. You are not going to sit there and be blaming everyone else for what is not working for you. You take responsibility. The things that are not working for you, you can find help, but you have to do you to the level you can carry yourself, and then you can decide to find help. So when you take responsibility, it's like you have taken back your power. You have the power to become what you work for, or to become what you want, or to become the kind of person that you want. And so most often, when you don't, I don't want to say always, when you don't become what you want, it is up to you, and you can always start again. You can always reset. You can always give yourself 1,000 second chances, 1,000,000 second chances. Because why? Fail is an acronym for first attempt in learning. And again, repetition is the mother, the father, the uncle, the brother, the sister of learning. And so when you do something over and over and over, you learn and you become perfect. So don't be afraid to repeat the process. Because why? You either, each time you do something, you either win or you learn. And so when you are doing it the next time, you are using the lessons from the first attempt to do better. And when you always focus on becoming, it means you're focused on doing better. So let me acknowledge some of the people that have joined. Hi, Mike, Julie, God's Construction, Odom, and everybody. Please, if I miss you, count it to my head and not to my heart. I am so grateful that you are all here sharing and just growing and building each other. So when you are taking responsibility for yourself, you want to find out, who am I and what do I have to offer? Because sometimes you think that you don't have anything to offer, because you think you are not famous, or you think you don't know enough, and that imposter syndrome comes. What if I start something and I fail? What if I'm not good enough? What if people don't appreciate me? You don't, your business is not whether people will appreciate you or not. Your business is, what am I becoming? What am I becoming? And that's what you have to focus on. And then find the best things that you can do. Find the best things that you can do. What are the best things that you can do with yourself? What is the best thing that you are good at? And that's where they say, find your passion, unlock your potentials. And there's an easy exercise that I always use with my clients, or the people that I coach, to help them unlock their potentials. I do a SWOT analysis, or I give them guidelines to do a SWOT analysis. A SWOT, like in SWOT, and the S is for this, for your strengths, the W is for your weaknesses, the O is for the opportunities around you, and the T is for the threats. And so most often, when you decide that you want to take responsibility to become your best version, now you are thinking of, what am I good at? And when you do this SWOT analysis, you can find all the strengths, all the things that you are good at, and then you can do them. And then you find also the weaknesses. The essence of finding your weaknesses is not to dwell on them. You're finding your weaknesses so that you can find help. And once I realized that it was okay to ask for help, I have not stopped asking for help. I always ask for help. It was difficult for me the first time because I was focused on trying to mend my weaknesses. It is not your job to mend your weaknesses. You can try to improve, but if you are capitalizing on your strengths, you will be a better achiever. So your SWOT analysis is to find the things that you can capitalize on and do them yourself. And then you find help with the things that are in your weaknesses. And of course, the O in the SWOT is the opportunities around you. There are countless opportunities around you. And then you find the one that is best fitted to make you become the person that you want to be. And so you have to have a clear idea, what do I want to become? What legacy do I want to leave? Always ask yourself that question. Like, I worked a lot in the NGO section, and when I started my personal development journey, my coach would always tell me, you worked in with NGOs, treat your life like a project cycle. And I found that very, very interesting because what is a project cycle? You have your project with SMART goals. And then in the SMART goals, you have your plans. In the plans, you are creating a plan that will work for you. And your goals are not about winning or losing, success or failure. No, they are about who you become in the process. And the good thing about the project cycle is every time you do monitoring and evaluation. And what's monitoring and evaluation? You are asking yourself, am I going the right way? Am I going the right way? Am I going the right way? And that's the use for monitoring, evaluation. And when you do monitoring and evaluation, you adjust, you adapt. And that is why, they said you don't have to stick. They say change is the most constant thing. Thank you very much, Construction. You have a beautiful day. That's why they say change is the most constant thing, because don't stick on one way if it is not working. Each time you're doing your monitoring and evaluating, and you see that you are not going and you are not becoming, adapt your strategy. And that's why they say your why is constant, but your how can change. Why am I doing this? Because you want to become the person you have put your mind to. But if the way that you are doing it is not working, change. You can model success always, like they say, adapt and replicate successful models. Like they didn't say copy and paste people who have succeeded. They say adapt and replicate. Yes, Mike, they ask, why does a bird sing? Not because it is a bird, but because it has a song. Absolutely. I want to acknowledge everybody who is coming in, Peaceful Family TV, and everybody who is there. The chat is going so fast. I can see everybody. I thank you for your time. So we were talking about creating strategies that work for you. And that's why they say change is a good thing. And that's why they also say it is okay to ask for help. And that's also the beauty of belonging to a community like this one that is building each other up, focusing on helping people, and just answering your questions when you ask. But you have to ask. You have to ask for help. If you don't ask for help, people will not know what you need, and people will not know what you want, and people will not even know that you are challenged with something. And so, in your strategy, it is okay to ask for help. It is okay to change the way if it is not getting you to the result of making you become the person you want. Your job is becoming. And why did they say becoming? Notice that they said becoming, which means it is not a journey that you start today and end tomorrow. It is a lifelong journey, it is continuous. And when you think that every new day has to make you a better person, that is why you keep working on becoming better. And when you have that clarity, your focus is to continue taking action that will make you to become what you want and to become the person that you are proud of. Because why? In the journey also, you if you make yourself your best friend, your own hero, you will treat you the best treatment. Remember the way you treat your best friend, you remember the way you treat your heroes. That is the way you treat yourself. And when you treat yourself like that, you can not only become a positive person, you are open minded, you are ready to learn every time you want, you are able to learn every time you think that you need a new learning, and you keep moving forward, moving, and just focus on becoming successful. Yeah, Mike is doing a lot of networking. Mike is a very positive guy. He does his computers. And also, everyone, please, all of the people in the chat and even those who are watching the replay, please connect with everybody, because we are in a community of people who are building each other up. And then, in your life, when you are trying to become, you have a lot of challenges. Hi, Marlene, you're welcome. You are welcome, the educated natural. It's an honor to have you. And so, once you start becoming, it's a daily life thing. You are always going to find challenges, because why? Life is not one smooth sail. Life is not like you have the remote control, you click to any channel that you want and it gives you the channel that you want. No, life is like the waves. Sometimes they are high, sometimes they are low, but we have to learn how to navigate them. And that's why when you are having challenges, first thing is to identify, what challenges do I have? So you have to learn how to identify your challenges. And remember that we said it is better to treat your life like a project cycle. And so when you are doing your monitoring and evaluation, there are challenges. Learn to identify and overcome your challenges. You are identifying your challenges not to be overwhelmed by them, but to find out if, one, can I solve this challenge myself? Or two, do I need help? And then three, where do I find help? And most often, when you have a coach and when you have a community like our amazing community, you always get help. There are always people who are always ready to help, because we have understood the importance of community and we have understood the principles of life. You can't do it by yourself. You always need a lot of help, you always need a lot of support, you always need you always need to do something. But you always have to ask yourself, can I do this one, or do I need help? Yes, Buji, remember that you are a problem solver. And that's why we have to always dig deep, because the beauty of life is that most of the answers are within. We just have to be willing to look for them. You have to be willing to make yourself to become a better person, and so make yourself become what you want. Like this, somebody said that, what is the best relationship advice? And they said the best relationship advice is write down all the things you want to see in the person you want to be in the relationship with, and then be that person. That makes life so much easier for you, because you can easily identify the people who fit in your community. You can easily identify if a community is good for you. Because why? Most often we have a lot of communities, and then we go to some communities where you are tolerated. Get out of there. It is a toxic environment. Go to where you are celebrated. There you can really grow, and you can really become, because your job is to become a better person, and no one can do it for you. It is your job, it is your responsibility. And when you always think and understand that I am responsible for me, remember we said you have to take responsibility for your life. And remember again, we didn't say wait for responsibility to be given to you. We said take responsibility. Take your responsibility. Find out who you are. Self-awareness is key. And you remember the SWOT analysis. I have a video, it is in the link below this, a description to this video, how to help you to do a SWOT analysis. I have really analyzed it there and giving you guidelines on the kind of questions that you can ask yourself when you're doing your own personal SWOT analysis. And remember, it is okay to always do an evaluation and monitoring every time in your life, because that will tell you if you are becoming the person that you set out to be. So you have, it's a continuous thing. And what did they say? Life is a journey. And what is a journey? It's continuous. It's not one end to another. It is a continuous journey. And the beauty of life, there is always room for improvement if you are willing to improve. And that is why taking your responsibility and knowing who you are can help you to take the actions that will make you to become the person that you want to be. Yes, Buji, self-awareness is a difficult thing for some people, but it is really very important, and you can do it. You can do your self-awareness. You don't have to find somebody to really know you. It is your job to know who you are. And I tell you, the SWOT analysis is so good. It is a very good auto evaluation tool, but you have to be very honest with your answers. For example, if you are analyzing your strengths in the S, you can ask your friends, ask your family members, ask your colleagues. You can ask them, what do you think I'm good at? Because sometimes we really have a problem with identifying the things that we are good at. Ask the people around you, people that you trust, that will give you real honest answers, not people that will answer to please you, people that will give you objective feedback. So when you are analyzing your strengths, ask people around you, ask questions if it is difficult for you to do it yourself. And then when you are doing your weaknesses, it's the same thing. Even if they don't give you the answer the way you think is satisfactory, the way they answer will guide you to reflect more and really ask, this person thinks that I am proactive. Is it really true? Am I really proactive? So you always have to ask yourself questions. And that's like the way life is. You always have to keep asking. Because why? Every new day is a new lesson. And so you have to keep asking. You have to keep asking. You have to keep asking. And when you ask questions, you always know whether what I am asking, is it up to me, or what I want to do, is it within my sphere of control or my sphere of influence, which would really help you to save your time, money, and stress on things that you cannot control. So when you always have the habit of asking questions, you save yourself a lot of things, because why? Your focus and your energy is on the things that you can control and the things that you have influence over. Ruth says, yes, Bougie, but I believe self-awareness is the first step. You and I can grow from there. And that's what we are saying. That is the first step. After you've taken responsibility, the next thing is self-awareness. And like I tell you, the SWOT analysis is a very, very good auto-evaluation tool. I have a video. The link is in the description of this video below. You can watch it and really just do your own auto-evaluation, and just do it for fun, even if you don't believe in it. Oh, I tell you, sometimes do something for fun. Like they say, get out of your comfort zone. Do something that you've never done to get results that you want to get. Thank you, Andy. Take care. You're welcome, Emma. Welcome, everybody. Estelle TV, everybody that is coming in. I'm grateful that you are here. And thank you for your time. Thank you for sharing. And thank you, everyone. And so, when you are doing the weaknesses analysis, it's not, hi, Coach Sherry. Thank you very much. I am very grateful. Hey, Miss V. Thank you so much. We're going to make this go viral. Thank you so much for your energy, for your time, for your service. So, when you are analyzing your weaknesses, it is not for you to find a way to perfect them. Most often, your weaknesses is to know where you need help with. If you can perfect them, fine. Or if you can work on them, fine. But when you are working on your weaknesses, it is more draining and it is more time consuming. Then it gives you that impression that you are not good enough. And then sometimes you want to give up because you think that you cannot do it. And that's why they say when you analyze your weaknesses, you are doing it from the point of view of finding what I need help with. And then you go find who can help you. Because once you identify the thing that you need help with, it is easy to find the person that will help you, because you can't just go out finding help. You have to identify, you have to be precise, you have to be clear on what you need help with. And like we said, your focus is on becoming, and becoming the best that you can be, and becoming your best version. And which brings us to the importance of monitoring and evaluation. Always reflect on your progress and evaluate your success. And like we always say, I can't say it enough, you are not evaluating your success to brag about it. You are evaluating your success so that you can celebrate yourself, and little celebrations lead to big celebrations. You start celebrating your little wins. You don't wait till when you become, because you will never become. You are becoming. It is a process. It is a lifetime process. You are becoming. And so when you are doing your monitoring and evaluation, you are doing it because you want to see if the actions that you are taking are taking you towards the results that you are looking for. And this will help you to save your time and to save you stress over things that are not helping you. And so there are people who need your gift, and you have to fulfill your dreams to help other people fulfill their dreams. That's how complex life is, but that is how beautiful life is. There are people who need you to fulfill your dream to help them, because your dream and your process and your strategy will act like a survival guide for them to continue building their own dreams. And that is why it is very useful and important for you to focus on becoming, because God created us to be interdependent. And if you don't become the best that you had to become, you are depriving other people from also becoming. And you can imagine when you break the chain, how difficult it is, how complex it is. And that is why you have to take responsibility to become a useful and valuable person. And like I always say, you are valuable and you are useful in everything that you can do. Bruce says, Bridgie, I believe we get there with every new endeavor. We encounter every new thing. Whenever we encounter every new thing, it is scary at first. Yes, support is needed. Absolutely. And every new day is a new learning. It's a new thing. When you get up in the morning, you don't really know what you're going to meet. And then you go out there and then you see something that you've never seen. You meet a situation that you've never met. And then how do you solve it? And that is why you have to adapt, constantly adapting, constantly going out of your way to do new things so as to remain in your lane of becoming the person that you want to be. Sometimes you meet new situations, don't close your eyes to it. Look at it carefully. Can I handle this? Do I need help? And then you can find the help, or you can handle it. And so at the end of each day, when you come home, you ask yourself, what did I bring of value today? Or what value did I add to my life today? Not only bringing value to other people, but your first job is to bring value to yourself. And then when you bring value to yourself, you can bring value to other people. When you make up your mind to always bring value, or I always ask yourself, what value do I bring? It is not to be a giving person, but it is to give first to yourself, and then you become a valuable person. You can give other value. But one thing is for sure, recognize that you are everything you need and be grateful for it. Loving yourself is a true act of bravery. Yes, because when you love yourself, no one can profit from your insecurities. So you love yourself the way you are, and then you are becoming the person you want to become, and that is your focus. You close your ears to the crowd and you focus on you. I know that we live in society and that we have to abide by socializing norms, but don't get carried away to the extent that you will end up every day with overwhelmed and depressed. Because why? Your job is to make you happy. Your job is to become. Your job is your well-being. And so focus on your job and focus on your well-being. And that will help you to be becoming, because your job is to become your best version. Your job is to become the best you were meant to be. And that is why you keep working on yourself and you keep working on yourself. But start by recognizing that everything you need, you are everything you need. Everything you need is within you. Once you recognize that and accept you the way you are, life is a little much easier. So be the person you need. And that is why when you are scared, instead of leaning on someone outside, remember that there is someone inside you. So first start by being the person you need to be. And then when you are scared, remember that there is someone in you, and then any help that you can have from outside is a bonus. But you have to first ask yourself, can I handle this? Why am I afraid? Am I really, if I indulge in this activity, is it making me to become what I want to become? And then remind yourself to be brave. Remind yourself that you are brave and that you can do it. Because why? You are enough. And remember that when your flame is blown out, there will always be an ember. And what is an ember? A little energy left for you to grow from. So you are enough. You can become what you want to be. And absolutely, it is your job to always ask yourself, who do I want to become? And this question is the little tweak in the questions you have to ask yourself that determine the results that you will get at the end of the day. It is not easy. I ask myself those questions. Sometimes it is overwhelming, sometimes it is challenging, but it gives me clarity, because most often when I am challenged, it is my time to reflect, auto reflect, ask myself questions. And when you ask yourself questions, you are on the road to become the best that you can always want to be. And many people would always think that no, I have to become what society wants me to be. It is so draining. It is difficult to just cut off from society, but it is always so draining to always think and focus on society, on your partner, on your family. And when I talk about focus on becoming and putting you first, it doesn't mean that you are a selfish person. It just means that you are responsible for the legacy that you want to leave. And when you ask yourself, who do I want to become? You are building that legacy. And when we talk about legacy, most often people think it's a big estate, a big bank account, or some big thing. No. The fact that people will remember you, that you are the person that always motivated, you are the person that always gave a helping hand. A helping hand does not mean you will give finances. You can help people in many ways. Like in our community, there are lots of you. I came to you, I when I don't know, like tech is not my friend. Exactly. I'm learning to be an acquaintance because tech is something that changes every day. I learn to ask for help because I know that there are people who are willing to give me the help, to help me to become the person that I want to be. And the help that they give me, sometimes they think it's just a small thing or it's minimal, but it is so useful because it is helping me to become. And so when you want to ask for help, don't fear, don't think that help is only financial. Sometimes help is something like somebody just listening to you. You have something in your chest, Odom, bring it like Odom's Thursday program. Take it off your chest. Sometimes that's the only help you need, for someone to listen to you, to feel listened to. And like we are saying, when you are focused on leaving a legacy, don't think that the legacy is only financial or property. My legacy is that the countless number of people will remember me when they tell their own story. What is the legacy that I want to leave? That countless number of people will remember my name when they want to tell their own story. And like I said, when you don't get become the person that you were meant to be, you are depriving some other person from becoming, because we are interrelated. And that is why society, we live in society, we live in families, we don't live in isolation. It is an intertwined, weaved net. And that is why, even if you are living for you, you are living in relationship to the people around you, but you are putting you first because you want to become your best, so that you will give your best. And so every morning, ask yourself, who do I want to become? And discover what your passion is, and then work on it. Know yourself. Treat yourself like a project cycle where you will execute, where you will where you will execute and do monitoring and evaluation, and find where you have to adapt, readjust, but you have to continue moving because your focus is on becoming. Yes, motivation from the weightlifting geek. I'm highlighting your comments because I really depend on your Tuesday tech videos, and they have been helping me tremendously. And thank you so much. I know that you are serving in so many different capacities. Thank you for serving as my tech teacher. Thank you so much. Yes, what is your passion? And I said there is a video in the link below this description that will help you to do a SWOT analysis to identify your strengths, your weaknesses, the opportunities around you, and the threats. And you are identifying them, so you save yourself stress and overwhelm. You are identifying your strengths and your weaknesses so as to focus on building on your strengths, and then asking for help for the things that you are weak at or your weaknesses. And just know that you are human. You can't know everything. And that is why there are people who are always asking for help. And that's why there are people who are always willing to help, because we live in a society of interconnectedness, and everybody has Michael Jordan level talent at something. What is the something that you are talented at, that you can use to help other people to get and become what they want to be? And so identify your talents and do you because that is the person that you do best, and that is what you do best, and that is what you know best. Because why? You have made yourself your best friend, and you have made yourself your own hero, and you are building yourself to become that person. I am building myself every day to become that person, that in my story I want to leave a legacy where countless numbers of people will remember my name when they tell their own story, because I inspire them in one thing or the other. Thank you very much for everybody who is in the chat. I am really so grateful for for this amazing community of people who have demonstrated that there is unity in diversity. There can be unity in diversity, and the only focus of our community is to build each other. I am so honored to belong to this community. I am so grateful for all of you. I am so grateful for everything that we share. I don't know who is coming next. Who is coming next? I don't know who is coming next, please. Oh, I thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you, everyone. It's always an honor to serve. It's always an honor to serve, and it is always my pleasure to serve. So, 1 minute, let me find the person that is coming next, and let me go to my YouTube so that I can make someone a moderator so you can put the next person. Oh, the computer is taking forever. I'm really very grateful for. Okay, okay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Queen. I didn't know that you could drop the link already for me. Thank you very much. I am so honored to have all of you here. I'm really grateful for the hyperton. It's always an amazing experience, and I want to thank Carol. Carol really gave us a good therapy this morning. We had a good laugh. Everybody had a very good laugh. And I want to bring back that experience because she is a demonstration that when things don't go well, you don't give up. Her camera failed. She went off the screen, but she remained calm. She remained collective. She was calm, collected, and came back on the screen. How can you beat that? That is resilience, because she was just focused on becoming the best and giving the best. And I was like, wow, girl, I really so celebrate you, because you just demonstrated that life is about becoming, life is about falling 9 times and getting up 10 times. She had a good, she was calm, collected, and came back. You all, who can beat that? Thank you so much, everyone. I am really so honored and so blessed. It is always a great opportunity. Thank you very much for this wonderful community of people who are building each other, of people who are growing. Thank you. We are going to Miss V. Okay, we are going to Miss V. Thank you very much. It is always an honor. You have a beautiful weekend, and it is always an honor for me to serve you. Thank you so much.